Okay, so as many people may know, Supersonic isn't exactly easy to get, and that goes for a lot of games. But for Sonic Mania, I find him the easiest to get out of Sonic. And definitely not because it's the only Sonic game I've actually bothered to fully play through and beat several times, but just because of the severe lack of difficulty in getting the Chaos Emeralds. It may seem hard at first, but once you get this technique down, it's easy. So I'm going to start a new file with Tails, because I already have a Sonic and Tails save file. So first, I'm going to give off locations of the big rings. You need to get the Chaos Emeralds. How to like advice on what to do with the stages, and just how to use Supersonic in general. So first off, you're gonna want to go down here, and there is actually another big ring in the first act of Green Hill Zone, but only if you play as Knuckles. So there's two in this level. Basically, you're going to go up to here with Sonic. You can spin dash from that left to get to it. When you see a big ring that looks like this, you go in the big ring. Then you enter a Sonic CD like special stage where you have to catch the UFO. Now for stage 1, there's not really much advice I can give since it's so easy, but I'd say focus on these rings. If you go for the ring box, I'd say it's really just a waste of time. Now, when you see these kind of lines and you don't want to have to swerve around to get them, I'd just say, in general, go for it. Just go from the sides, or just go straight through them. When you get to those rings, you go through them to the sides. And most likely, if you see any, throughout 3 ways like this, go in the middle and you'll most likely get them all. Like that, like that. Keep in mind, just because I'm giving advice on the special stage for this special stage, doesn't mean it's going to work the exact same on other special stages. I would advise you getting to Mach 3, but you honestly don't even need to. I've done this before without even being I've done this faster than that, so. And that's how you get the first Chaos Emerald. With the Eggman box, yeah. Honestly, I just want to get extra lives, so I'm just gonna do this. Nah, you think I'm really gonna leave behind that one ring? Hell no. Screw on the Eggman box. So here's the first big ring you'll actually encounter. Just play through Green Hill Zone like normal until you encounter this one section. Once you get to this section, it's very, very easy. See, it's just right there. Huge, sticking out for you to see. Now for this one, see how there's a second pathway? Don't take that for the first round. Because this one has more of the orbs and the rings that you need. This is also where it introduces orb combos. When you see those orbs like that, if you land on more of them consecutively in a row, it will give you a bigger bonus. So I tried to explain what each of those do. The one with the blue circle on it gives you more orbs. The one with the ring on it gives you more rings. And the one with the arrow on it makes you go up to a speed. Mach 3 is the limit, by the way. Now, in order to get this guy and get it as fast as I did, I'd say for the first round, only take the path that it's sending you towards. The second round, just take the shortcut that he's going. And that's how you get the second Chaos Emerald and the final Chaos Emerald in Green Hill Act 1. I forgot about that extra life. Whee! box here if you're going for maximum lives, but Double D wreckers, you might have to face them a couple of times if you fail these emeralds, and I'll show you what to do if you fail them later in the video. But yeah, the Double D wreckers, very easy boss fight. Quick to get through, and I can usually get to this level if I'm like really 100% fully trying, maximizing my efforts. Get through this in like a minute or so, but usually you'll play this in about 2 minutes. This is not how to get the Chaos Emeralds quickly, it's how to get them as quick as possible. Which is fast, but not like you get in a day, in like probably a couple hours, but it's not gonna be instantaneous. And whether you like speed, well, speed is an important factor in a Sonic game, and seems to be the main factor. That's what people can take from the Sonic games, and Sonic doesn't see a good thing to take from it, because the more you look around, you have 10 minutes of time. And the more you look around, the more likely you'll find some extra lives and hidden stuff. Like that. And on the topic of accidentally entering the special stage, these special stages don't award you Chaos Emeralds like in Sonic 3. These actually give you something completely different, which is not the Hyper Emeralds to get Hypersonic, but no, the Super Emeralds, not the Super Emeralds. Hypersonic's probably never going to be used in the game again, aside from remakes of Sonic 3 if they ever do one, but yeah, so we just go. And if I can beat this, I'll show you what you get from it. If I can't, then oh well, I'll just tell you about it, but sorry if this is hurting anyone's eyes like it does mine. So I'll show you. If you don't get all the rings, you get a silver medal. But if you get all the rings, you get a gold medal. Sorry for that noise, just adjusting my mic. But yeah, you get a gold medal, which you can add to your stats and help you unlock things like the Mean Bean Machine in the Knuckles game mode. But they don't really do much else. Or at least they don't help you whatsoever to get to your Super Sonic or Super whoever you're playing as. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you sit through that again. Now, that's the second big ring. And I'll show you how to get it if you're Sonic. Because the other one seems pretty straightforward. For this one, my advice would be don't be afraid to cut corners. If you see something like that, you can jump through that area. Other advice I'd give with Act 3, or Round 3, is don't go for the middle, go for the side. And you don't have to worry about rings, because that part can give you at least up to 60 if you already have like a good 30 or so. This really focuses more on drifting, which even though they don't have a typical like drift like in a racing game like Mario Kart or other fast-paced games, doesn't mean their drifting ability isn't bad. It's bad. They can't take turns too well, but I mean, Sonic games. A Sonic game. Has Sonic really been that good at slowing down? Now, I'd say try to get as many of these orbs as possible, as many that aren't near spikes, because the spikes, as you know in the main game, they hurt you, and you don't want to walk into spikes. And just like that, that's the third Chaos Emerald. Tails got a Chaos Emerald. Now I'll show you how to get the Chaos Emerald if you're playing as like Sonic or someone who can't fly. Go through this, go to this one, and then jump to this one. Oh, jump to the next hangar thing. Or you could also just do something like this. Oops. You could go, if you manage to get up to here, you could do something like that. Like, if you have Knuckles, you could glide to there, but if not, you could also just use that to get there. You don't need to go under here to get this next ring. As Knuckles, I'd say you can get this a little bit easier, because you can just break through that breakable wall, but you can't as Tails. Also, you can't get the Speed Shoes power up there, because you're not Sonic if you're playing as Tails, but that kinda sucks, but hey, what can you do, really? And then yeah, just go through that wall, and that's the next thing. Now stage 4, I'd say, if this is the stage I'm thinking, I think this is the first purple looking stage, stage 4. So jump through here, you can get a lot of rings. I wouldn't advise going for that ring box until you're at Mach 2 or Mach 3. But if you stay in the middle of that line, you most likely will be able to get most of those orbs. Like I said, with the other ones, stand in the middle to get more of them, most of them. Yes, this is the right one. Just go through here, grab some rings, and, well, you should realistically be on like Mach 2 or end of Mach 1 by now. I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I'm so much better than everyone, but I'm just like, maybe, I mean, I'm just setting unrealistic standards, but yeah, if you wanna like make yourself go as fast as possible, go through the middle of these things. You can also take the shortcut if you want, which gives you a fair amount of rings, but you don't really need too many considering how much you can get in this level already. That part's a bit tricky to do without failing. I'd say if you're low on rings, it's about time now, maybe you should get one of those. But yeah, those red things, by the way, they're also, like, they're like spikes, they're like mines, and they deal damage to you. You don't want to touch those. I think this might be the first stage they appear in, so I just want to let you guys know that. But yeah. And that's the 4th Chaos Emerald. So the next one is widely regarded as the hardest Chaos Emerald to get in the game, and yes, I can see why, or how people would assume that, but to me, I'd say that the 6th one is hardest. But don't worry, we still got strategies for that one. Just, fly up here. If you're not, then I can show you another easy method. Do that. Or if you're playing as Sonic and Tails, then you can have Tails carry you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you sit through this again. But yeah, you can do this. I usually just like to get some more rings because the screen to the ring to the pen to the game the ground is like really strong when I ring. See, I believe that if I see it in my no. Make sure I avoid the Moto bug here. He usually ends up dealing damage to me. He's kind of a pain. But yeah, if you don't know, that tiny little yellow sliver of pixels there, that's a spring! And you can't really see that, but that's also a spring. When you get up to here, don't go straight ahead, go land the spring, go up. And this is widely regarded as the hardest Chaos Emerald, so I'll try to give good advice. Don't touch the spikes! No, but... So, stage 5, remember when I said in stage 1, don't get the ring boxes? Well, ignore that. Those rings on the ramps you don't want to try to do unless you're Mach 2 or Mach 3, because you most likely won't get any of them and land on the mines. Even with Mach 2, it's a bit risky. If you can, maybe try to get a couple of those rings. Jump on that. Jump to get this. And also, if you're still at Mach 1 and you're like a high-end Mach 1, I wouldn't advise going for that jump yet. Because you're realistically gonna get to Mach 2 by like right here, so it would be a waste of speed up. Then I just focus on chasing the UFO, not letting it get too far ahead of you. You don't really need the rings here, as long as you're like managing your time well, but I'll just get them because I'm not great at the game. Contradictory to what I just said earlier. But see, if you're not at a high end like Mach, it's okay, you can always go for this, and then that just brings you to the next Mach speed. If you are at Mach 3, it just gives you bonus. There's no Mach 4. I jumped, what the hell? Okay, so here's what you do if you screw up like that. Yeah. Kind of primitive, but it works. Because don't worry if you're afraid that it'll lose all your Chaos Emeralds. The other thing you'll lose is the fact that you were on Act 2, but that's not really that hard to do to get back to if you're on Green Hill Zone. But if you're on the Switch, close out of the after. On PlayStation, close out. Xbox, close out. If you're on mobile for some reason, if anyone actually plays this game on mobile, just swipe, get rid of the thing on the screen. Just take it off. It'll be perfectly fine. Also, ignore the fact that I have a save file as Shadow. This is, that's a mod on PC. But yeah, Green Hill Zone you can do pretty quickly. The more you do this, you could actually probably farm some extra lives by just replaying Green Hill over and over. I'm not sure how prevalent that would be, but realistically, I'd just save for the final boss, considering he's the one who would really take up most of their lives. Crap. This game is pretty easy aside from that in Hydro City and Oil Ocean. And if you pronounce it as Hydrocity, yes, I'm talking about you, that one YouTube video I watched like 6 years ago. No, it is not Hydrocity, it is Hydro City. You are an idiot. Take that, Obama, you idiot! I pissed on the moon. If you don't know what that's a reference from, come on, do better. Also, yeah, if you want to figure out how to get this extra life. I'm never not gonna hear the star. And yes, I'm gonna call it the star. You can call me a Mario, as someone who just likes Mario more, and yes, I do like Mario games more than Sonic games, but because Nintendo can actually somewhat keep up with the quality. Sega will release something really, really good, and then release just garbage, mediocre games. And then they'll release something really, really good, like Sonic Mania, and then for like the next like 5 or so years they'll make the garbage. And that, my friend, is how Sonic 06 was born. They made garbage. I kind of want to get through this level fast, so didn't remember, there is actually a speed shoes power-up. I don't know the actual names for these, so yeah, speed shoes, that I'm gonna call it. But the speed shoes, yeah, they're pretty good. They don't make you invincible or anything, but having invincibility paired with speed shoes is like having super, so. Maybe not this fast, but I'm just gonna get back up there real quick, because I figure, why not? I mean, I'm already going for the Chaos Emerald, so I'm looking extra life. Not doing that again. And yeah, this is live footage of what actually happened. I'm not going to cut anything out of this video because I want to show you how the process actually is. You will die a couple of times, and that's okay. Because nobody's going to get this their first try unless, I don't know, they work at Sega or something. Or like if they were a playtester or something for this game. Like, no one's going to get this first try. Trust me, if you're doing this your first time, my first time I did this thing, trying to get all the Chaos Emeralds, I ended up with over 60 lives as Knuckles, because I had to restart so many times. And I didn't even know about the third Big Ring in Act 2, I thought there was only 2. If you're at a high enough speed, I'd say you can also jump that corner, but yeah. You get what I was saying earlier, yeah, if you forgot that, yeah, basically just go for the rings on the ramps when you're at Mach 2 or Mach 3, or otherwise you'll just launch yourself into the bombs. If not, also don't be afraid to jump that corner. But, yeah, if you're also on, so see I'm not high on Mach 2. Oh. Well, you could get that, but... Or you could be an idiot like me and miss. But don't worry, that's not like necessary, absolutely, like you need this or else you will not beat the special stage. See? And just like that, unless you're Knuckles, because then you would have already had another Chaos Emerald. Which I will show you the location of real quick after I get all the Chaos Emeralds. But yeah, just go to here. Robotnik boss fight's pretty easy. If you don't care about keeping rings, just jump at him. Even if you lose your ring. I just go behind him. Beat the crap out of him. Or you can do that, or you can die. God, I haven't died to that boss fight in years. I haven't died to that boss fight since this game first came out. Also, I never noticed the hee sound that Robotnik makes. The laugh, not a hee sound. It's called laughing. I just go underneath him. You can also climb up those like little things that he shoots at you. But yeah. Also, I always find it kind of funny how if he lands in like a flower or something, he'll just cut off the flower, but the flowers will still do their little flower animation thing. And Tails jumped to his death. Not just kidding. It looks like we've interrupted a robot party. And Robotnik's screaming at them. And he takes a Phantom Ruby. And then happens. thought Super Tails should be blue. Because if Super Sonic is yellow and Tails is yellow, then why can't Super Tails be blue like Sonic? This isn't the big ring location there, but this is the first one I'll show you. And here's where you find true difficulty of this finest. Go for the left from here. Just keep running, keep running, keep running. You don't have to get the power up there if you don't want to. Keep running, keep running. I honestly say just spin dash to get to here before you start drowning. Then yeah, big ring just in the freaking wall. Now, I'd say don't focus on rings too much because of this. You'll start off with like 40-something rings. 40-something rings are so often told. Like, this level has more rings than Tom Brady. Like, seriously, the amount of freaking rings here. This has more rings than KSI, from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Nah, I'm kidding, that song sucks. But this area has mostly no guardrails. When you see these wavy looking things, go in the middle of them. If you don't know how to get these orbs, go in the middle. And rings aren't too big of a focus. You can go for these. I feel like that's always pretty cool. And they are pretty practical. Because right around here is when you start to get to like 30-something seconds. Jump through that. Because then you don't have to worry about rings ever. And 69, ah, damn it. And 69, ah, damn it. And 69. Ah, damn it. Don't land on the mines. They're not good for you. Bombs are not good for your health. Just close out. But yeah, landing on bombs isn't good for your health. Sega! Just adjusting my mic. Yes, I entered the debug code just because. Why not? Why not? Why not enter debug mode? Why not? I mean, I can't go into debug mode with like a save file, but. I'd honestly say this is the first one you should go for just because it's easier to go back to, and also stage 6 is way harder than stage 7. Also, can we point out how freaking adorable this is? The way Tails does the little... Like, that's so freaking cute! Classic Tails is adorable. And they made him weird looking. Like, modern Tails is such a big forehead. He covers it up in Sonic Boom with the goggle looking things. But then again, Sonic Boom isn't canon, which kinda sucks considering the show was funny, but I can see why everyone hated the redesigns, because, especially Knuckles. They'll always associate that Knuckles as the idiot Knuckles and the regular Knuckles as the idiot who wants to punch things and the idiot who wants to punch things and defending the Master Emerald. That show is great, by the way. The Sonic Boom show. Like, it's actually kind of funny. It's not as bad as the games are for Sonic Boom, which is probably why the 3rd season got cancelled. I'm actually kind of sad that 3rd season got cancelled because Sonic Boom was funny. Even just looking at clips of it online, it's not enough. In Orbot and Cubot, if you got tired of them, well, luckily for you, this is Orbot and Cubot, but Cubot's usually an idiot, but this Cubot is just a complete buffoon. Orbot is kind of like normal, I guess, but... renderization of the characters makes things funnier. Whoa. Almost died there. Yeah, don't be afraid to cut some corners, like I said earlier, and that can get you the Chaos Emerald. Tails got a Chaos Emerald. I will never forget the time in Sonic 2 where I was only 2 rings off from getting the Chaos Emerald. I was so pissed, but then I noticed my score was 69,420 and I wasn't as pissed. But yeah, restart the level. If you're at this point, I'm not saying other emeralds impossible to get, but there's a lot of closing doors in Chemical Plant and I don't know the layout of this level too well. I mean, especially considering like the size of Sonic levels compared to something like a Mario level, Sonic levels are huge. But yeah, for this emerald, take the top path. Or this big ring, take the top path. And go through this little loop. Ow. Don't like those guys. Do this, then jump! And that's the last big ring you'll need. Now, stage 7 is very, very easy. They should have replaced stage 5 with stage 7. Ah, crap. I always do this! Every time, or 3 out of the 4 times I've played Special Stage 7, I have just fallen right off a cliff, and in the second round, got it, like that. Just like that. Easy. But I gotcha. 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 Word I can't say on YouTube. Also, who lives here in Chemical Plant Zone? I see so many cities in the background of these levels, and it's like, who the hell lives here? Like, I mean, I get it, housing is expensive and all that, but you would not, I would not live in a place where the water is purple and there are constantly robots everywhere and poisonous, like, blue chemicals everywhere. Like, the life expectancy of a Chemical Plant Zone citizen has to be, like, lower than 30, right? This one, I'd honestly just say, if you see a sharp turn, it is a sharp turn. Go for the sharp turn. This has multiple different paths you can take. But yeah, the tight corners, you can always jump through those, or jump over those. Rings and orbs won't be a problem, and you can probably catch up to them on Mach 2. Like that. And just like that, that's how you get all the Chaos Emeralds. Now, Tails can be Super Tails. And this works with any character, by the way. Now, I'll show you how to activate it. See how I have 28 rings? Well, I'm gonna need 50. So you're gonna need 50 rings. And yeah, that's all you need. You only need 50 rings. I'll show you in the next zone. Just because of how freaking annoying this part is. Yeah, this level has made me crash out so many times. Tails, you motherfucker! Okay. Maybe if we get enough rings, we can actually use the super tails on the boss. Should be pretty cool. That's nice. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 49. There we go. So first thing I'm going to show you before I get to Super Tails is just to show you what happens if you find a big ring after. No! I want to see how long I can keep that up. I lose 3 lives, 2 or 3 lives trying to play this, and I gain 1 back. Profit. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, be careful of your Sonic there. Tails will take your platform, and he will have no mercy. He will let you die on that bed of spikes. He'll let you bleed out. He does not care. Tails is not your friend. So here's what happens if you find a big ring of that with all the Chaos Emeralds. So like I said earlier, you need 50 rings to become the super forms. And yeah, that's really all. They just give you 50 rings. Now jump in the air and hit X on the Switch, Y on Xbox. I don't know what the keys are on PC, even though I'm playing on PC, so... Basically, the thing about them that's so good is they're invincible to literally anything, aside from getting crushed or falling off the cliff. Also, for some reason, they're not immune to drowning, which is very weird. And they're also way, way faster. Look, I can stand on that spike. I don't even care. You can try to kill me all you want. I will stand on your spike, Robotnik. That sounded very sus! Ugh. Actually, I thought I saw like an extra life thing, but there's behind there. But if you aren't noticing, your rings slowly drain when you're Super Sonic or Super Tails. And once they run out, you lose the ability to become them until you get 50 rings again. So it's kind of like a high-risk, high-reward situation. Sometimes I'd say they're crucial for beating levels. Like, honestly, Oil Ocean 2, Hydro City Zone, like, they are crucial. They are actually so important, I cannot stress it enough. And yes, he does work on boss fights. Unfortunately, I can't show you in this one, because the boss fight for this act is literally just Tetris. But yeah, look at me, I'm standing in blue, purple chemicals. Ooh, look at me, radiation poisoning and all that crap. Probably very radioactive nuclear chemical crap. You know, honestly, I have no goddamn idea about what any of this scientific stuff Robotnik does. It's all fake anyway. I'm kidding. Screw science, screw modern medicine. Be an anti-vaxxer. Vaccines give you autism. It's an obvious joke, people! Please don't take that seriously. Whoa! I just love the look on Tails' face. Huh? Also, if you do happen to mess up and lose one of the big rings, like, permanently, you can't get those back. I'd just say look up the location for other ones if you really want to keep trying on that save file. But if you don't care to keep trying on that save file, just delete it, man. Don't be afraid. You didn't really spend too much time on it anyway, because this is a pretty quick way to get them. But if you're doing it like me, someone who's done this before a lot of times, then yeah, you just reset it, it's your best bet. But if not, then save your game, man. Save your game. Bam 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 bam. I clearly don't know this song. Yeah, we're just waiting for Robotnik, really. Ah, I can't believe this. No way. Also, yeah, I'm gonna point it out, Tails is adorable. Okay, I'll spare your ears. Real quick, if you do play as Knuckles, I will show you how to get the first big ring. Because he has a different Green Hill Zone. It's very easy, very straightforward. Do this, do that. There we go. Here's a big ring. So that and every other ring there applies. So it's basically, yeah, everything. It's like the same thing usually. And yeah, that's about it. I'm out of here.